Hey guys, FatBuddyCat here. How you doing? Well, today we're going to be taking a look at some things from our friends at EC Carburetors. Come on, let's check it out.
Alright guys, I got a pretty cool video for you today. We're going to get the Dragonfly R 2.0. This is one of our mini bike misfits inspired clutch bikes. Okay, this thing is running a Tillotson 212R stock, straight up, everything from the jet to the muffler. Okay, this is just how it comes out of the box. I haven't done anything else to it other than hooked up the throttle. Alright, we're running this on a 74 split rear with a 12 in the front. Alright, 35 chain. That's a max torque SS clutch. Okay, we're just going to run it through its business. I think we're going to be testing this tensioner out a little bit at the same time. Okay, I think there's a little bit of too much tension on the chain. Okay, and we'll see what happens. All right, and why am I pulling out the 223? Well, not only because you can get the Wildcat also at EC Carburetors, guys. You can also get this at OMB Warehouse. All right, but I want to give you a comparison of a big wheel bike and a small wheel bike. All right, we're just gonna say this is like a proper, you know, dual suspension romper. All right, it's got all kinds of power, RPM. This run is running right now a Juggernaut. Okay, so this thing's built ready for action, but it's got big tires and dual suspension. So I think it's going to handle things a little bit differently. All right, so we're going to pretty much try to concentrate on this bike today. Okay, but we're going to throw in a comparison, and we'll just see how they do. Okay, guys? All right, here we are, guys, on the Dragonfly R 2.0 Tillotson 212R all stock run. All right, 35 chain, 74 12 max torque SS clutch. Guys, I'm sliding tires. Now, let me show you something. See this stuff out here? It's real soft. This side, real spongy. On the inside, kind of firm. Over here, loose, hard pack. Downhill section coming from the other direction is really hard. lost it. Alright guys, so what happened there was when I took the tension off of this and I made my adjustments, I forgot to tighten this up right here, okay? And it pulled around and got just enough slack off of it when we were coming into that straightaway for the spring to lift, okay, this way. And it just made itself past the bolt and pulled itself under. All right, so that tells me that we can do something different to make this a little bit better. All right, also I could not forget to tighten the bolt. All right guys, let's get back at it. I'm not gonna leave stuff like that out, dude. This stuff happens. All right, all it took to fix it, pair of needle nose, 10mm. Let's get it. All right guys, we'll just pick up right where we left off. Sometimes I fall, you know? You always gotta get back up. Alright guys, so without even using any tools, alright, I was able to just pull this derailleur all the way down, put my chain on the back sprocket, alright, and you can just click it back on, alright. You got to be careful doing that, but when you pull that tensioner all the way down, there's like nothing on there. Alright, let's get it. Right there, those buff guys, they're coming up right there. Boom! take a look at this thing. Alright guys, real quick, I keep the idle right on the edge, okay? I'm taking off on this bike, alright? All they gotta do is reach down and just slide that forward a skosh, alright? And that brings it to an absolute idle. Just how I like to run them. Alright guys, just to be sure it was the tensioner, let's hot lap the Wildcat 223. That'll tell us everything we need to know. Alright guys, back inside. We'll start with the obvious. Tillotson 212R, stock. 2 thumbs up if I could right now. Absolutely love it, guys. Highly recommend it on a small tire bike. I really like this format. Problems that we're having with the chain tensioner. Okay, I took out a 10mm. I loosened this up a little to see if it was a pivot thing. Maybe it was strong arming itself at some point and pushing the chain off. Not the case, okay? So what we have is either not enough flex with this idler wheel up here, okay? Because see how the chain moves with the derailleur? We either have too much tension or not enough play, believe it or not, okay? So we're going to get this situated. I think we're going to take the idler wheel off and give it a run like that. If that doesn't correct it, guys, then we're going to put the idler wheel back on, but we're going to scooch the engine back ever so slightly, okay? So maybe that'll be tomorrow or the next few days. We should have some things coming up on another one of these Tillotson 212Rs, actually. All right, and what was this all about? Well, the MB-223, guys. The reason I pulled this out was basically to show you the difference between a big wheel and small wheel, and, you know, clutch, torque converter. Mostly this suspension and chain, okay? I have not put any tension on this chain or moved this, I believe, since the end of winter, okay? I was doing something with the torque converter, or somebody had asked me about the spacers, or yeah, there was something where I was addressing the back. That was it, okay? I ride this bike more off camera than I do on. Some reasons for that, but I'll get to those at some point. So anyways, there's going to be more to come on this thing, but I just want to give you, you know, a straight up comparison so you can see what the difference is. When we're pounding those corners, all right, and we're hitting those bumps, these little bikes, guys, they're not really made for that stuff, all right? So, you know, if it seems like I'm taking it easy on them at all, that would be why, all right? The same with the other day. I think I mentioned I didn't want to break the little blue bike. Well, that's because I ride these big ones and I ride them hard, okay? And I don't care what you do to these, they're not the same, okay? So I don't really like to compare them much, all right? But it just had to happen. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for today. We're going to leave this motor in stock format, and we're just going to run it for now. We're going to see what happens. We're going to get that derailleur figured out. We have a number plate coming for this bike, all right? I want to get a front fender on this bike, and I want to do something custom in the back, okay? Other than that, we're waiting for some things in the mail, all right, guys? Big things coming over here, all right? I won't get into it, but you guys go ahead and get yourself into some work in progress. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.